How's it going, guys? I feel like for a few months now I've been kind of focusing a little bit too much on showing video games once a week and not enough of me talking about things that are on my mind with video games and the industry. And it's piled up in my head so much. I have so much I want to talk about, and it's piling up, piling up. The more and more I don't talk about it, um, it's gotten to a point where my head is like about to explode, and I just want to talk about um, some things that are kind of worrying me, other things that I'm disappointed at. In other words, this whole video is gonna be one huge fucking rant. So. I'm going to be talking about a couple games. I'm not going to spoil anything. I just some ideas that I just want to get out of my head and not to the public. The first thing that I kind of want to get off my chest, something that's worrying me that I want to talk about a little bit, is the increase of prices on video games, like every 2 generations or so. This generation is still $60 per game for PS4, Xbox One, and Wii U. Um, Last generation was $60 on PS3, 360, and for some reason $50 on Wii, probably because it wasn't like HD or something. But anyway, there's Nintendo was kind of backwards on the whole thing. Anyway, I'll get to that later probably. Um, and the generation before that, the sixth generation, the PS2, Xbox, and GameCube, those games were $50, and I think PS1, Sega Saturn, N64, and Dreamcast were 50 as well. I'm not quite too sure. I'm pretty sure they were 50, and then maybe the Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo were 40. Anyway, you see the pattern? The pattern where uh, each 2 generations are like, they increase by $10. Does this mean that the next generation will be $70? PlayStation 5, Xbox, I don't know, Xbox 2, the Wii, whatever Wii has cooking up already. Um, I'm afraid that video games will be $70. Um, that's especially not too good if the economy doesn't get better. I mean, when they increased to 60, the economy overall didn't really change. I mean, we kept on making the same amounts of money. I don't want to pay more than $60. Um, uh, I'm not looking forward to that. I'm afraid. Um, I mean, you can always wait for price drops, but still, I mean, there are going to be some games out there I want to get um, first thing, and unless like the economy gets better and people get paid more and minimum wage increases, I don't want an increase on anything if the economy doesn't like bump the minimum wage up or anyone's wage. Anyway, yeah, that's one thing that has been kind of worrying me. Um, in addition to that, the microtransactions have already been coming to play, like, from like 2013 onward. Um, God, I've already kind of shown this in my Soul Calibur Lost Swords review and my Ace Combat Infinity review, where now that wasn't too bad because those games were free to begin with, so it's not like I paid I paid for those games only to find out I need to pay more. Then what's the point of paying for the games? You might as well just make the games a little bit more expensive than the other games that don't have microtransactions. Um, that's gonna fucking kill gaming. If there's one thing that will cause the death of video gaming, it will be microtransactions. Uh, like having to pay for something instead of earning it in game, or having to pay for something that's already that's technically already in the game, but in order to access it you have to pay for it anyway. That's bullshit. That is the greediest fucking thing I've ever seen. Um, the most recent example I can think of that I found out is in Mortal Kombat X. In Mortal Kombat X, Goro is on the disc. Like, he is technically in the game, but unless you pre-ordered him, unless you pre-ordered Mortal Kombat X, you have to buy Goro. Even though pre-ordering the game is the same price as, you know, buying the game. It'd be different if it's something that, it'd be different if it was like DLC or something that was only available for people who pre-ordered it, you know? But to do something like that, to release the same edition as someone who would pre-order it, only to find out that you can't really, yeah, man, that's bad. I bet Mortal Kombat X is great. I bet it's a great fighting game, but that was terrible. Among other microtransactions in the game, like the fucking pay for easy fatalities. What the fuck is that? How is that fun? What, you press one button and get a fatality? I don't know. All I know is microtransactions are fucking killing it. Like, not killing it in a good way, but killing it as in, like, fucking heart attack in the goddamn video gaming industry. Squeezing all the fucking money out of your wallets. Like a fucking vampire, sucking you dry. And I will never, I refuse to ever do microtransactions. Period. GTA 5, even GTA 5 tried doing it in the GTA Online. Pay 100 real cash for like a few million, or like 10 million in-game cash or something fucking stupid. What a waste of money. Just earn it in the game. Have fun in the game and earn it. Earn it! Oh, man. So that's that. That's the money portion of this rant. Another one is fanboys. I am fucking sick of fanboys. Okay, we all have preferences, and if you're gonna be that fucking close-minded to like criticize people or judge them or try to convert them into what you think is superior, just keep it to your fucking self. All right? I don't really consider myself much of a fanboy simply because I have played everything as far as mainstream goes. I've played PlayStation, I've played Xbox, I've played Wii, and you know what? I enjoyed all three of them. I would consider myself a fanboy if I only enjoyed one of them. I mean, the closest of a fanboy I can come to would probably be the PlayStation, only because I grew up with PlayStation all the way back to the first one. And I enjoy the first-party games on PlayStation more than Xbox and Nintendo. And I believe PlayStation does have more first-party franchises than Xbox has. But you don't see me going around. I mean, there were a couple times when I kind of mocked Xbox One, or teased the Xbox name or Nintendo's name, you know, but I wasn't really being too serious about it. And for those who were serious, for those who thought I was taking it seriously, don't fucking watch my channel. Just, I'm all in it for the fun. I'm all in it for the jokes. Personally, I enjoy PlayStation more than Xbox and Nintendo, but I'm not gonna try convincing people to say that it's the best. I give my preferences, and that's it. And it's really pissing me off. The worst fanboys by far are the PC guys. All right. I mean, technically, we all know that PCs can be superior, you know, graphically. Oh, you know, fucking $5,000 giant rigs. You know, I don't have the fucking money for that. And besides, I prefer playing games on consoles. Okay, you can rationalize it any way you fucking want. You can say that games run better on PC, and I wouldn't give two flopping shits because I enjoy playing it on a controller, on my fucking TV screen, in a living room or in a bedroom. I don't care. I enjoy playing video games on consoles. Okay. Um. So fanboys need to go suck a fucking chode, man, because they're really starting to get to me to the point where I just want to fucking pound in their faces until, well, I feel like a, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound like a psychopath, but it's gotten to a point where it's out of control, and you really need to stop caring what people think. Um, because what you like is what you like, and don't let anyone change that, and don't criticize others for thinking differently. Um, so that's that. That's my fucking rant. My rant on the fanboys, and that also goes for people who try to like people who review games just because. Well, I mainly mean like the Metacritic trolls, the people who give games like zeros for no reason. It's more on the troll base than on the fanboy base, or maybe a fanboy of like another thing, like a fanboy who likes a game of a genre but hates a game of the same genre just because it kind of competes like with like Splinter Cell versus Metal Gear Solid or something like that. I review games and unbiased because I don't consider myself a fanboy. I have no bias in my reviews. I try to be as fair and honest uh, about a game I review. Um, I review them on a technical scale, not on like a disappointing scale. I mean, like I could give like a game like a 9.5 or maybe even a perfect 10, and still say there are some things that I found disappointing with them. Um, I could argue that Child of Light, which I gave a perfect 10, could have had a little bit more substance to it, but the experience was still a perfect 10 for me. I don't care if it could have had something else. That doesn't matter because that's way too harsh to review a game on what it could have had. Instead of reviewing it for what it is and what it offers. So that's how I review my games. And yeah. Speaking of Metal Gear Solid, um, the Phantom Pain comes out in a few months. Um, I'm not going to spoil anything, of course. I just want to give my opinion or idea or whatever. I think that um, I think that the Phantom Pain should come with ground zeros. Not like the whole thing, like not like all the side quests or whatever, but just like the main mission. Because without that main mission, if you don't play ground zeros, I'm afraid that you might not really understand the opening of the Phantom Pain. I don't know what the opening is going to be like, so I'm not spoiling anything. I'm just saying it's a good idea for people to like play to like maybe like implement the the Ground Zero's main mission, considering how long it was or short it was, I should say, as like a prologue or something to the Phantom Pain. Maybe not have it be nearly as long, more linear, I guess, for newcomers to know the controls. So have it not be too hard, not as many enemies as it was in Ground Zeroes, um, or something. I don't know what Konami's going to do with that with the opening of the Phantom Pain because in my personal opinion, Ground Zeroes should not have existed. Was it a fun game? Yes, but it wasn't really a game. It was like a 1 hour long demo. Uh, it's a prologue, and they marked it at $30, which I thought was really bad. just wrong. 15 bucks? Yeah, alright, 15 is okay. 30? No. Anyway, yeah, that's my idea. I'm really looking forward to the Phantom Pain, and that will be one of the games I review. Hopefully, I'll get it. I want the $100 collector's edition. Anyways, Konami, the people who made Metal Gear Solid, including the Phantom Pain, and well, basically all of them, even the ones that aren't directed by Hideo Kojima. Apparently, get this. Apparently, Konami just canceled Silent Hills. No! Fucking no! Big mistake. Big fucking mistake. I don't even know why they canceled it. I don't even think they announced why they canceled it. They only announced that they did cancel it. It might have something to do with them not having enough money after developing the Phantom Pain. I don't know why, but I wouldn't expect it to be the same team. I would expect it to be a different branch of Konami, different from Metal Gear Solid. So I don't know why, but that's a huge mistake. And they say that even though they canceled Silent Hills, they said that they will keep making other Silent Hill games. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough. You, me, and everyone else knew that Silent Hills was going to be a completely different Silent Hill game. It was going to be first person. It was going to be fucking terrifying. It was going to have an amazing atmosphere, just like how PT Silent Hills, the demo, the playable teaser demo for Silent Hills. It's kind of like the ground zero of Silent Hills. But I never played it, but I saw it, and it was amazing. And that's what Silent Hills was going to be. And they just canceled it? So you're saying you're going to cancel a very unique video game that you've never done before. One that would change the entire Silent Hill franchise for the better. But instead of doing that, you canceled it to make, for all I know, another generic Silent Hill game like fucking Homecoming or Downpour. Silent Hill, in my personal opinion, maybe not story-wise, but gameplay-wise, it needs to change because overall that series has kind of been going downhill since after 2, and that was like fucking 14 years ago. So, big mistake, Konami. Wow. Considering hardly anyone cared about Homecoming, Origins, or Downpour. I mean, wow. Wow. This was going to be that Silent Hill game that everyone would have gotten, and you fucking canceled it. You fucking dumb fucking dumb shits. I was gonna buy it. Even I was gonna fucking buy it. And I'm not even like a big Silent Hill fan. Because it looked interesting to me. Unlike most Silent Hill games that looked pretty much kind of like the same in terms of gameplay, you know? This looked different. Give me different. I want different. If you're gonna make a different Silent Hill game, fine. Just make it something like you've never done before. Evolve the series. Don't keep just And good news is I heard that there were people, fans of the series, fans of Silent Hill, who were signing a petition to bring back Silent Hills. If you're a fan, I urge you to sign that. Sign the petition and hope to God that Konami changes their fucking ways. And it was gonna star Norman Reedus, who played Dylan in the Walking Dead series, TV series, not the video games, the show, the one that everyone watches. Everyone knows who he was. He's a huge star. And he was gonna play the lead role and looks just like him, and it would have fucking sold millions. You would have made your money. You would have made money. Fuck. And that happened just recently, by the way. They recently canceled it like last week or something, maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't know too well, but god damn it. I was looking forward to that game. That was actually like one of my top 10 most anticipated games for me. Wow, the one Silent Hill game I'm interested in playing, and you fucking cancel it. Yeah, great. On to the next topic. On to the next topic. Gamerscore and trophies, and why they can ruin game experiences. Alright, for years and years and years, I did nothing but play games for the Gamerscore. I mean, I enjoyed playing the games, but like after I beat them, as far as replay value, all I did was do stupid shit to get points, achievements, trophies that didn't matter. And why I think that they replaced actual replay value content with this. Play through on hardest difficulty, and instead of getting like something else, like, okay, the perfect example of this would be Resident Evil 4 on GameCube or PS2 or whatever, is when you beat the game, you get something. You get Mercenaries mode. You get assignment Ada. You get assignment Ada. You get separate ways. You get all this cool stuff, okay? When you beat the game on hard, you get extra weapons, extra super duper powerful weapons that you can fucking that can enable you to like zip through the game in like 3 hours, Cool shit like that. I don't see that anymore. It's like they replaced actual replayability with like false replayability, where you do just like stupid shit just to prove that you did that stupid shit. And I mean, a lot of times it's like really straightforward, easy stuff, and that I like to do. But recently, I've begun to care less and less about Platinum and 1000G Gamerscore, and that stuff doesn't really mean much to me because I know now that it was just all a big waste of time. It never really gave me anything new. It just gives you, all it does is gives you a title and a description saying what you just did. And I want more games to, I mean, they can keep the achievements and trophies as long as you give me more unlockables. More unlockables for replay value, not like replaying the game to do something that was already in your first playthrough that you could have done in your first playthrough. It's like, get all these collectibles in Assassin's Creed, and what do you get? Do you get another hidden chunk of the story? No. Do you get some cool weapon or clothing? Well, sometimes. But a lot of times people don't do that anymore. That's not the reason that people do it anymore. Now they do it just to get fucking achievements and trophies. And like I said, a lot of times it's something ridiculous that's like really, really hard to do that isn't fun. I want to play games to have fun, and it's achievements and trophies. Most of them are nothing but chores that don't give you anything substantial. They just give you a name that says I prove that I have no life. I'm doing nothing but collecting stuff and fucking doing 10 backflips off a car and whatever. So I've gotten to a point where I kind of stopped doing that. I'm just like playing through games once or twice and then like selling them because I'm not a collector. I sell games to get games for the most part. And yeah, it's gotten to a point where like this is really pissing me off. I don't care anymore. That's it. Um, it amazes me what people go through in video games just to get something that's like not there. And I'm one of those victims. I've done it for like 4 or 5 years straight until being like, you know what, fuck it. I play games to have fun. All right, last one. Speaking of why we do things. Why do we do what we do? Why do what we do? Where do? What I mean by that is us YouTubers. 95%, at least 95% of all YouTubers don't get paid for what they do. They don't have partnerships. They don't get a lot of views. Um, Hell, the average YouTuber doesn't even have videos. The average YouTuber has 0 subs, 0 views, and they only go on YouTube just to comment, and sometimes bits, depending on the person. But as far as the YouTubers who make videos go, for a while I wanted to make money. I wanted to, I wanted to make an easy way to make money, but then I kind of learned that a lot of it was really business. And if you join a partnership, or if you partner up with somebody, they kind of have control over what you upload and your work. And I that's when I realized that I don't want to do this to make money, because even if I did, I would want complete control, because I am passionate of what I do, and I enjoy what I do. I do this because it's fun, because it's a way of me expressing myself. My entire life, up until my YouTube channel, I had severe social anxiety. I had trouble talking to girls. I had trouble speaking in front of a lot of people in high school, and me expressing myself through a camera for others to see me and hear what I have to say, um, it didn't really kill my social anxiety, but it really it lowered it down a lot, to the point where now I actually can talk to girls and I can talk to a large crowd for the most part in real life. So in a way, YouTube has saved my life. Before YouTube, right before I opened my YouTube channel, I dropped out of college. My grades were a little too low because of what happened. I was robbed. Someone stole my PS3, my backpack with all my homework in it, my wallet with like fucking $160 that I was gonna use on like a bunch of games, and it just that really made me depressed, to the point where I couldn't work. I couldn't like study, and this YouTube channel is the only thing I feel like has given me any meaning. And I can't let it go. Even if I get paid, it wouldn't make a difference. I wouldn't do it for the money. I just like doing it because I like making people laugh. I like making people. I like having people having having people to have something to look forward to. Clicking on my channel and looking at one of my videos, even though I only make one or two videos a week, that doesn't matter. What matters is people like my videos, most of my videos. Uh, it just gives me a purpose. It may not even be a real purpose. It could be a false purpose, but it still feels like a purpose to me. It's something that I look forward to doing, and even though there are points in my life where I will be working or dating or whatever, um, I will probably be like doing this. Not full time, not all the time, but part of the time I will probably be doing this for the rest of my life. Uh, it's a part of who I am now, and it's simple as that. It's what I do. It's why I do it. Um, more people in the world know me by my YouTube channel now than my actual name, and that's why I can never let it go. I will never ever leave or abandon this thing that I've created, uh, even if it's not important at all. It's sentimental. Um, so yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say in my rant. Oh, I said I was going to go to a point where Nintendo is one step backwards in the generations. The Wii and GameCube are kind of on the same level. Well, I should say the Wii and PS2 are kind of on the same level. So when they made the Wii, that they focused too much on the motion control and not in the HD, the HD era. And their Wii U is finally their first HD console, so they're like one step backwards. As intuitive as their games are, their hardware is like one step backwards. So hopefully their next console will like jump two stones so that it can like properly compete with the PS5 and Xbox whatever. Uh, even if the games are really fun. Anyway, that is that. That's my huge fucking long rant. Holy crap. Let's not do this again. From now on, if there's something I want to talk about here, I'll just make a little small 5 or 10 minute video, maybe 5 minutes, closer to that, on what I think. What's video game wise. If there's any news, I'll talk about it if I want to. All right, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much for wasting your time listening to me. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye.